How's it going, everybody? So I just faced this deck on ladder and I was like, dude, this is absolutely disgusting. I have to play this and show y'all how good this deck is right now. So it's this Goblinstein Mortar Cannon card deck, kind of a few different variations going around right now. Also wanted to say thank you for 90k. That was a very, I guess pleasant surprise to wake up to. Okay, he's got Rocket. This morning when I looked on YouTube and I was like, what the heck? 90k is crazy. But, hopefully eventually you'll get to 100 and that'd be pretty cool and stuff. But just gonna go for the minions, and I just wanted to say I'm very thankful for y'all, of course. Been having kind of a rough day, but hopefully I can still provide a good video for y'all. That is actually going to kill the cannon really fast. Wow, the minions DPS is absurd for just 3 elixir with how much range they also have. So that mortar's on tower. What is he playing, by the way? Kind of an interesting deck. He's got Little Prince, he's got Rockets. I actually could not tell you what his deck is right now. Maybe just Miner Rocket or something? I actually have no idea. Does he even have Miner? He hasn't played a Miner yet. We'll see. Ghost is going to cause him to play a Knight on top of that. That's completely fine. He might be playing that really old Rocket Cycle deck with the Little Prince and the Princess. That could be a potentially something that this could be. But anyways, enough yapping about that. I could just go maybe like minions. I'm going to go for the arrows on the princess. I think that's fine because I don't think he has goblin barrel, so I don't really have a threat for that. Don't have to defend to that right there. But he's just going to go for the E-Spirit like that. I can go for my minions, I guess, right here. I could mortar as well. I'm going to go miner like this, though, just in case the little prince is nice. Perfect miner right there. It's going to distract the little prince, and then he has to go for his Evo Knight on top of that. So, ooh, whoa, he just played, what, 6 elixir? I could honestly, no, let me chill. If I go for a mortar, I'll have no elixir for defense, so I think I'd rather just go for the Goblinstein down low and defend this Knight plus Little Prince. That Evo Ghost is going crazy over there, by the way. No way. It almost went invisible again. If it went invisible again, that was actually game over straight up. But I still think we're in a good spot. This is going to be one of those decks I think we should probably provide some dual lane pressure most of the game. I don't think he has the greatest replies in the world to my deck, so I'm going to go for the mortar like this right here. Let's go minions just in case he cannons to DPS it down fast. He goes for the Knight. That's fine. I'm actually going to go cannon card like this just in case he does go for the cannon. I feel like he has not many options right now, so arrows on top of the princess is pretty solid. He does go for the... Was he back to Knight? I think he is. No, he's got Evo Cannon, though. Okay, cannon card should take that out pretty swiftly. I'm gonna go for the Goblinstein on this left hand. Actually, let's go right hand side because we got that mortar shot. I was gonna split lane pressure, but I think honestly just shoving everything into this right hand side is gonna work. This is how the deck works. Literally, this is how I lost to it. You just kind of shove things at the bridge, and sometimes it might not make any sense, but I'm just gonna go Ghost Mortar over here and just keep the pressure on it. And with Evo Ghost being as broken as it is, with the minions of course paired with it, Goblinstein gets so much value, and I think that just that this deck, excuse me, is just ridiculous in strength. He does have, what, is that 2 little princes down? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the ability like this to hopefully kill the little prince in the cannon right there. Not too bad. And then I can just go for the miner at the back on this right hand side. The Evo Mortar should connect on tower, hopefully for 1. I'll take 1 if it gets it nice. We get a ton of damage on this left hand, or the right hand side as well, excuse me. Princess comes down in the back. I'm just gonna go for the Royal Ghost on this left hand side. I think we are in a fine spot. Let's just arrows the princess pretty much every time. He's gonna pop the ability here probably. Yeah, there it is. I'm just gonna go minions down low like this, and then that mortar takes out the Knight. Oh no, it doesn't. It missed the Knight, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't take too much damage from that. And he's probably going to have to try and Rocket Cyclist, which is not going to go great for him since we have such a high-pressure deck. I'm going to go Miner like this. The fact that he's even playing Rocket Cycle only in this meta is kind of absurd. Like, how in the world are you winning with that? He's going to Rocket the Goblinstein. That's very fine with me. I'm going to go Mortar Evo Ghost on this left-hand side for the Little Prince, potentially. And then I think he should be in a bit of trouble. There's the E-Spirit like that. I'm going to go Miner with these minions on the right-hand side. Make it awkward for him to defend. And the Princess does come down. I can just arrows that Princess. Didn't even need to arrows that low-key. But it's still going to be a ton of damage with that Miner on tower, just chipping away over and over. The minions on tower as well, almost. He does have to go for a late desperation cannon right there to provide to stop that minion from connecting to his tower, which is good for me. I'm going to go for the Ghost on the right-hand side like this. Evo Mortar is, of course, going to be a nuisance. He has to rocket. Wait, no, he rocketed my tower. What is he doing? I guess he kind of has no choice. He doesn't really have any way to get damage except for rocket, right? So you can't blame him, but this is pretty much GG's. I say we just shove a Goblinstein the bridge. I mean, what's the downside to this scenario? I don't think there is one. Cannon card's going to snipe his Little Prince, which is absolutely magnificent right there. I can go Miner the back like this. Just keep cycling arrows. I don't think he can catch up in 30 seconds. Maybe he can. I'm not sure exactly, but I would assume he probably can't. Let's go minions like this. Go for the, I guess Goblinstein the bridge could be fine right here. 26 seconds. He does go for the rocket. I'm just going to go Ghost to hopefully kill that princess. Go for the miner on the back of his tower, then arrows this princess as well, and I think we're good. I'm pretty sure he can't get 2 more rockets down in this short period of time. I'm not 100%, I guess, but yeah, 12 seconds. There's no way. Let's go for the Goblin Gang. I don't think he can rocket again. Even if he can, to be honest, he has way too much to defend because the minions are coming down. He has to catch this miner too if he wants to somehow win the game. And yeah, the minions get on tower, the miner's on tower, and that's going to be a nice victory right there. You guys can already see this deck is just, pretty much shovel everything at the bridge and just hope that it gets through magically. Up against May in this next match right here. I don't really have the best starting hand ever. I mean, you could probably just miner first play and it not be bad. He's going to go for the Goblin Barrel, so it could be a log bait variation. I'm not sure how to feel about that, actually. I think we have pretty good responses. Royal Ghost is great against bait. Same with Goblin Sign, to be honest. It's a little bit clunky. He does go for the Princess at the bridge, of course. Let's go miner minions left lane. I think this is pretty aggressive, but to be fair, we just got a 3-for-3 trade, so, you know, might as well try and capitalize on it while we can. That Ghost should go to tower, I believe. Go to invisible, please. Okay, perfect. That's good. And that should connect to tower for like 2 shots, maybe even, nah, yeah, 2 shots is good. We'll take that for sure. So we get some damage on both sides. I think this deck is kind of mostly a split lane deck. I haven't played it much. This is literally my first couple games with it. So I'm learning it as we go, but that's going to be fine right there. The mortar is going to be annoying for him, I think, in this matchup if I can protect it well. So I'm going to go for my mortar on this right-hand side right now once we hit 10. I'm going to go Goblin Sign to bridge as well because I have talents. And 9 elixir later, we are actually not going to get any damage because he has Inferno Tower. I didn't think he had that. Let's be, I'm going to be honest. But just going to go for the arrows like this. And that's going to kill the Inferno Tower eventually here. I think in, what, like 1 or 2 more shots. And then maybe it'll lock on tower. We'll see if he defends this. I think he probably will, if I had to guess. There's the Knight comes down. Yeah, it's pretty easy to distract Mortar, but, like, really what you want to wait for is the Evil Mortar in this deck, because then it can get kind of sketchy for the opponent, especially when you have Evo Ghost and, like, a Goblin Stein down. Then it's, like, a nightmare to defend, but I think we're okay right here. He has pretty much traditional log bait, is what it seems like, with an Inferno Tower that was whack. I usually don't, you know, see Inferno Tower played hardly ever anymore, which is kind of interesting. But just gonna go for the minions in the back like this. Ghost might get one shot on tower. It does not, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for the miner on, actually, let me just chill. Let's go Cannon Cart the bridge on top of that Princess. I'm gonna go mortar as well. As I say, let me chill. I just dropped 9 elixir the bridge, but low key, I don't mind forcing out the Inferno Tower. It's not too shabby. I've got my Evo Ghost in cycle as well and Evo Mortar next up, so we could probably try and capitalize off of that. He's going to log this most likely, but I'm just going to Goblin Gang Evo Ghost to left-hand side. Here comes the log. Yep, okay. I'm going to go... how do we play this here? I think maybe just like a minor minions on the left because he has to defend the Royal Ghost Evo. That's going to be a lot of pressure, low-key. He has Dart Goblin, but that's a lot of pressure. Evo Ghost does not go invisible, unfortunately, but he just logs. I'm going to go for the Mortar like this, then Goblin Gang the bridge, and potentially we can lock on tower here, I would hope, one of these days. I'm going to arrows this Goblin Gang off the map, hopefully get on tower quickly here. Come on. Okay, Dark Goblin dies. I'm going to go Ghost to left for pressure, and I think we're on, yep, we're on tower. Let's go. I'm going to go for the minions like this to keep that mortar alive for a bit longer. He does go for the Evo Barrel. Wow, that is so aggressive. Let's go for the miner in the back like this. He's just going to go ahead and sack all that damage on both sides, which is kind of interesting. I probably should not have put that Goblin Gang because, of course, he has logs, so that was kind of dumb of me, but it's okay. We still have a good damage lead right here, about a rocket's worth. I don't even know if this guy has rocket because he hasn't placed it yet, and he has Dart Goblin, so that usually means they don't have rocket in their deck if they have Dart Goblin and Princess in the same deck. But anyways, I'm going to go for the Ghost to back right here. Minions on top of this Dart Goblin. Make sure it doesn't take out my mortar, and I think we should be okay. Maybe, yeah, I was going to think maybe the arrows that Princess, but I'm glad I didn't, to be honest, because of that barrel coming down, but I think we're fine right here. Let's go Goblin Stein to left-hand side because I am talented. Please kill the Princess there. No, that sucks. Okay, I'm going to go Evo Ghost on this Princess and that Knight over on the right-hand side. I was hoping that that Princess would already be dead, but it's okay. The Inferno Tower is getting a lot of value for him, like a lot of value, which is pretty annoying, but it's okay. I'm just going to go... I think we just relax here. We're up like, what, 800 damage or so. I'll take that. I'm just going to go Defensive Mortar. Evo Ghost is going to die out here. So not going to overcommit at the bridge with that. And him not having a big spell, I feel like we can take our time. Let's go minions like this. He's probably going to Dart Goblin them. No, he goes Dart Goblin on the other side. Interesting. Let's go for this, then arrows on top of the barrel. Don't want to take any unnecessary damage right here. And then I think we're okay. So that's going to be a bit of damage. I'm going to go Ghost on this right-hand side, too, to make sure that Goblin Gang doesn't do anything crazy. And season ends in literally 1 day, so it's going to be an interesting last day of season. Also, the World Finals final day is tomorrow. It's been a crazy World Finals, just watching it, you know, so far. But I think that's going to kill the Goblin Gang. Let's go for the ability like this. That should be on tower for some decent Goblin Stein damage. Nice. Maybe I should have waited a half second right there, but I was low-key impatient. That doesn't matter, though, because we just somehow take tower. This deck has so much pressure. It's, like, almost unfair sometimes, honestly. Up against Max Etho in this next one right here. I could just mortar first play. I feel like it's a pretty solid default play. But yeah, I don't know. This deck seems to have very few bad matchups, and that kind of concerns me. He has Bowler. Okay, so probably Bowler means E-Giant most of the time, or Giant Graveyard. I would say probably E-Giant's a lot more popular right now, specifically in this specific meta. But then Mortar's on tower, which is nice. It's going to get one shot on 0 HP, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I love when that happens. I couldn't tell. It was like very close to not getting that shot off. He's going to go Knight plus Balloon. What the heck? All right, I did not expect that. That is probably the last thing I expected to happen right there. And now we're in a pretty I wouldn't say bad spot. Okay, he freezes. Wait. He has no elixir, though. That was way too aggressive, in my opinion. He's going to take most of our tower. I think we should save our tower here, though. Yeah, beautiful. And now he has two sides to defend it. It's going to be a lot of pressure coming at him. That should be below 1,000 on both sides. I think, which is very, very nice. Mortar's going to get one more shot, too. No, oh, yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. And then the Goblin Stein on the other side is doing good. So I'm going to go for the minions like this on top of the Inferno Dragon. Feel like, you know, even though technically we are losing the one tower game, but we are going to be able to take both towers pretty easily, I think. He's definitely going to get my right tower, so I'm not really too concerned about defending that. Boulder the back, you know, I'm just going to go Miner. Even if we sack this right tower right now, I'm okay with it because we should be able to chip him down completely on the right-hand side, too, over time with the Miner and Arrows combination. But yeah, Miner might even take most of his tower down to Arrows range right here. One more, I'll take it. I think that's, yeah, we still need, oh my gosh, wow, I did not expect that you dragged the bridge. This guy's got all the weird plays. I was going to say we still need 2 arrows on the left, but, or just 1 Miner could be good enough as well. He does go for the Tornado, so there goes my tower. I'm not going to worry about that, you know, kind of an over expenditure. I think he played, like, what, 16 elixir on that side to take 1 tower. That was at, what, 800 health or something. So I think it's a little too aggressive. I definitely think we should have this one in the bag. I'm going to go for my Goblin Gang split up top like this. He could defend. We'll see if he does, or he just lets his left-hand tower go. He does go for the Barbarian Barrel, so fair enough. Spear Goblin, every Spear Goblin shot, every, like, little bit of chip damage we get on both sides is super crucial. I'm going to go Miner back just to make sure we take the tower early. Yeah, he's going to let that go now. Can't really stop that anyway. And 50 seconds left. As long as we don't get 3 crowns or, you know, somehow a Balloon Bowler freeze or I drag freeze takes my entire King Tower, we should be okay. I want to go Cannon Cart to back right, go for the defensive mortar like this. I actually like this placement. He's probably going to go E-drag on top of this cart if I had to guess. So I need to, yep, play good minions behind this. Hopefully he can't kill the minions in time. I'm going to go Royal Ghost to pocket to pull back this bowler. Hopefully that's the goal. Nice, the E-drag dies. That's pretty much GG's. I don't think he can stop this now. Yeah, I think he knows it as well. We have double Goblin Stein. We have Evo Ghost minions, Miner. I mean, GG. Yeah, that was kind of his last ditch effort right there, that E-drag push, but as soon as we dismantled the E-drag with the minions, it was pretty much GG's. But yeah, holy moly, look at that push right there. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and of course, we will see y'all tomorrow for end season, and of course, enjoy the Butch clip. Peace.